Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 19th, 2023. Everybody's having a great Tuesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your tropical weather outlook across tropics. It should become a Category 2 later today as it continues to race on off to the northeast. So we got several tropical waves moving across the tropical MDR region, main development region in the southern tropical Atlantic. This is that little tropical wave that the National Hurricane Center gives about a 70 to 80% chance of development in this region here over the next 7 days. Right now, it has a 0% chance of developing over land. As soon as it gets over water, they will start. The odds will start increasing. Also, we're going to be watching some little clusters down here. Also, we're going to still be watching this area right here off the southeast coast. Something is expected to develop this weekend. Could it become a subtropical cyclone or tropical cyclone? Possibility. Will it move on off this way to the east northeast or back inland over the Carolinas? Still got some questions we got to answer on that because we got to wait and see when that thing forms. But I would not be surprised to see some rainfall for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and on up the eastern seaboard, on up to Maine, coming up over the weekend into early next week. All right, we got some severe weather to talk about in this video as well. Toward the end of this broadcast, we got an area right in this vicinity here has a slight risk for severe weather this afternoon, and also a marginal risk as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Also, we got, I think we got a new tropical depression forming over here in the alrighty. So if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Also, we're going to be discussing more about Hurricane Nigel here in this broadcast cycle. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning and Advisory map. Also, take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Wednesday, Thursday. Plus, we have some severe weather for day 4 and day 5, which we haven't seen in a while on the Storm Prediction Center page as well, with severe weather for Friday and Saturday. So stick around for that as well. We're going to be discussing that also in today's video. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and like I said, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe unless something comes up. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road there, folks. We done discussed the tropical weather page. Let's move on to some information on Nigel. As you can see this afternoon, here is the sun. This is the satellite imagery of Nigel. Nigel got a big old eye here in the center. That's a really, really wide eye in Nigel this afternoon tropical weather outlook here. As you can see here in the convection, got some deep convection around the center, but it's been kind of back down from a major hurricane. Looks like it's just going to remain kind of a Category 1 or 2 because of the fast movement. If it was moving a little slower, it would have more time to strengthen a little more. Right now, it's moving a little faster than what the computer model was showing the other day when we thought it was going to become a Category 3. So that's why it's kind of backing down from a Category 3 because it's, the forward speed is kind of moving a little faster than what everybody was anticipating, and also the model was too. All right, we're going to take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Then we'll look at the models and then the intensity guidance of this system. All right, let's click on this here real quick and see what we got. Okay, as you can see here, the wind field of tropical Hurricane Nigel. Tropical storm force winds in the yellow. Hurricane is in the orange behind the X. See, it remains a hurricane, and it remains a hurricane all the way through Thursday of this week. Friday at 8 a.m. should be a tropical storm. Well, a post-tropical storm, and then just remain a post-tropical storm all the way through 8 a.m. Sunday. So we can say goodbye, Nigel, by sometime early next week, or by this weekend, we can say goodbye to Nigel. All right. Now, if you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 30.5 north, longitude 54.3 west. Maximum sustained wind right now currently at 90 miles per hour with higher gusts, and it's moving to the north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. That's why it's and I'm expecting a more forward pace in a few days to come. It may speed up a little bit to 20 or 25 miles per hour in the coming days, and then a little faster after that. But right now, here's the. But right now, it should remain a Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane as it continues to push on off to the north. Alright, let's take a look at it. Okay, hopefully it'll come. Alright, here's the current position of the storm here. Continues to the west, to the north-northwest, then eventually to the north-northeast, and then northeastbound. Then the computer model kind of hangs it out way in the north central tropical Atlantic up near the North Pole. Not too far from it as well. So by the time it gets up here, it won't be nothing but just a regular low pressure system in the north central tropical Atlantic. And finally, we'll take a look at the intensity guidance of the system here. As you can see right now, most of them keys are Category 1. There's only 1 or 2 keys of Category 2. It may reach Category 2 status, but mainly should hang around that 90 to 95 miles per hour range, so it's probably going to remain a Category 1. But I would not be surprised to see it maybe reach Category 2 status. Then it's going to drop off dramatically as we head towards about 60 to 168 hours out. Just drop off dramatically to a tropical storm. Alright, well that's your tropical weather outlook. We're going to take a look at the watch this morning and advisory map. Alright, as you can see here, we got some beach hazard statements for portions of New York State, also up into portions of Wisconsin, and also in Minnesota. Also, we got some air quality alerts down in southeast Louisiana, south central Texas, also up here in the portion of Oregon, central and southwestern Oregon, one county there in California, southern California, wind advisories over portions of Montana, red flag warning right along coastal areas of Oregon. Hawaii, Alaska looks good. Got a few gale warnings around the area, coastal areas, central and south. Hawaii Chain Island, gale warning south. North side looks A-OK. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the severe weather for today and for the next several days to come. Alright, general thunderstorms in portions of northern Maine, central and south Florida, Florida Keys. General thunderstorms there expected. Also portions of Texas, all the way over toward portions of Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, all the way up into portions of Montana, all the way back into Nevada, and also into California there as well. Also, we got a marginal risk, slight risk over Texas, also in Oklahoma, southern ports of Nebraska, also western Arkansas as well. Alright, the slight risk area, this includes Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Irving, Texas. If you're in the marginal risk, this includes Dallas, Texas, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Garland, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, and St. Angelo, Texas. For severe weather this afternoon, the tornado probability, 2% over Texas and Oklahoma. This includes Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Abilene, Texas, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, and Lawton, Oklahoma. 2% risk for a tornado this afternoon. Damaging winds. This is 5% in brown, 15 in the yellow. If you're in the 15% risk area, this includes Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Irving, Texas. 5% risk, this includes Dallas, Texas, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Garland, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, and St. Angelo, Texas for damaging winds this afternoon. The hail probability, we have 5% in brown, 15 in yellow. The yellow slashed area, that's the area for significant large hail. This includes Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Abilene, Texas, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, Denton, Texas. The 15% risk, this includes Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Urban, Texas. And the 5% risk include Dallas, Texas, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Garland, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, and Richardson, Texas for today. And that's including large hail. Alright, now let's move on to your okay. As you can see, we still got general thunderstorms from southeast Georgia down into the Florida Keys, Florida area, Big Bend area, Florida, Florida Panhandle, southeast Louisiana. Also over here in much of Texas, through portions of New Mexico, all the way up into Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, all the way far west as Montana, through Idaho, back into portions of Nevada, California. Marginal risk still remains over Texas, all the way into portions of Kansas and Oklahoma region, also portions of Arkansas as well. Alright, if you live in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, marginal risk for severe weather on Wednesday. The tornado probability, 2% over portions of Oklahoma and Texas. This includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. The damaging winds, 5%. Let's take a look at the hail probability, same vicinity. So this includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and Arlington, Texas. The hail, same area, Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and Arlington, Texas. Alright, now let's move on to your Thursday forecast. Okay, we still got general thunderstorm from southern South Carolina through southern Georgia, all the way back into southeast Louisiana, all the way through much of Florida, the Florida Keys, the Big Bend area of Florida, and the Florida Panhandle. Alright, also over here in portions of Texas, all the way to Michigan, also into Wisconsin, Illinois, to portions of Minnesota, back west to Montana, and all the way over to Nevada and portions of California. Alright, the marginal risk is shifted a little further to the north through Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. Alright, if you live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, and Edmond, Oklahoma, marginal risk for you severe weather on Thursday. The probability, same location, 5% risk. I would not be surprised to see a slight risk added to this and tomorrow Wednesday forecast as well, so I just want to throw that in there as well. But anyway, if you live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, 5% risk for severe weather on Thursday. Alright, now this is where things gets interesting here. Alright, I haven't seen this in a while on the 4 through 8 outlook. But anyway, here's the severe weather probability. We have a 15% risk from South Dakota all the way into portions of Kansas through Nebraska as well. Alright, if you live in Omaha, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls City, Sioux City, Iowa, Council Bluff, Iowa, and Bellevue, Nebraska, this is where the 15% risk for severe weather will occur on day 4, which is Friday. So if you live in these areas here, 15% risk for severe weather. This is a slight risk. A marginal risk will outline the severe risk area. Alright, let's move on to day number 5. As you can see here, it moves a little bit further to the east. We got it through Iowa, through Missouri, all the way back into portions of southeast Nebraska, much of Kansas, and northern Oklahoma. Alright, if you live in Kansas City, Missouri, Omaha, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Delmont, Iowa, 15% risk for severe weather. A marginal risk will outline the area, extending from Wisconsin all the way down into portions of Texas, and also back through portions of maybe Colorado, all the way back into Minnesota as well. That's where the slight risk will surround this area here, the 15% risk. That would be a marginal risk. The 15% risk areas are slight risk areas for severe weather. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and I'll be back tonight with more on the forecast for the tropics, and also more on the severe weather, what happened today, we'll give a recap of what happens in today's severe weather event. So let's take care. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday afternoon, folks. And take care.